Great. This is a full house already that we have. And we are live on Zoom. Hello, everyone. My name is Babs, director at Binance Nigeria, and I'm super excited that the day we've all been waiting for is finally here. It's the opening ceremony of the 8-week Binance Masterclass Developer Edition. Everyone has been working really hard on this masterclass, ensuring that every single one of our participants receive the best-in-class training in this opening event and throughout the 8 weeks that will be going along together. So I'd like to just first of all appreciate all the Binance teams, Iris on the call, Emmanuel, Dami, Jeff, Brenton, Ben, and all the facilitators and partners that have helped us make this happen. And also to you, our amazing community, for helping us ensure that we keep spreading the freedom of money, we keep spreading the crypto education and adoption across Africa. And now, to open this event, we just have a special guest with us, and we are currently just waiting for him to join us so we can just kick off as soon as possible. Let's see if I can get him on. Just 1 second. I'm sure most of you already know the special guest I'm talking about, right? So if you know the special guest I'm talking about, just call his name on the chat and probably he will just jump on because of that. Okay. Great. So we're just gonna wait for a few minutes for him to just get set up. And then we would be on our way. Yes. While CZ is still trying to get set up, I would just like members of the team here to just, say hi. You can just unmute yourself and just say hi, so the audience also hears your voice as well. Emmanuel, you can say hi. Just say hi to the house.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Binance Africa. I'm very sure we're going to have a very nice time here today.
Awesome. And we have all our speakers in the house as well. We have Chuta in the house. We have Wuzel in the house. We have Zelgan in the house, and it's actually really heated up here. On Zoom, how many people do we have on Zoom now? Let's see. How many people do we have on Zoom? On YouTube, I mean. Hey, hi. Okay, the YouTube numbers are coming up. Yeah, so let's see. Easy. 1 second. Nope. Okay. So let's try to get him up. And while we're still getting set, just so you know, there will be a lot of giveaways today. In fact, for everyone that has attended this meeting, we'll be giving away $200 for the first 20 people that would fill. We'll be giving away $10 to the first 20 people that would fill a Google form that will be shared just now. Okay, that Google form is a very special form, and it will close at exactly 4:30. It will close at exactly 4:30. Okay, so I just got word that we'll have as many people that fill that form, okay, also qualify to win. So what we'll just do is, if 1,000 people fill the form, we would now select the lucky 10 from there. Okay, so while I was speaking, the special guest I mentioned just joined. This guy needs no introduction. Let's make welcome my CEO, CZ. CZ, thanks for joining. think the mic is bad. Susie, we can't hear you.
Hello, can you guys hear me now?
Great. We can.
Okay,
Thank
sorry,
you.
I think multiple problems then. Yeah, I was just saying I was in the audience link earlier, and I could hear you, but I couldn't turn on the video or talk. So okay, glad it's working. Sorry about that. Sorry about the delay.
Sure. Thank you for joining, Susie. You can take over.
Yeah. Should I go ahead or?
Yes, you can. Yes.
Sure. Okay. So yeah, thanks everyone for joining today, and really nice to have this opportunity. I'm really honored to be here to be able to kick off this masterclass session. It is an 8-week intense session, and I'm really excited about this masterclass. It's actually a series of educational programs that we want to launch to bring the whole world more into the crypto world. And this specific series is geared towards developers. So we want to bring, well, actually, I'll leave this part for until the end. Last year, Binance established a $100 million US seed fund for empowering emerging DeFi projects and also driving collaboration between CeFi and DeFi, so centralized finance and decentralized finance. And Binance Africa and the BSC team has been working pretty hard to put together this 8-week developer program to support the educate the African developer community. So today, we originally planned to educate 1,000 people, and yesterday I heard over 5,000 people registered. And just before I came to onto the show, like literally half an hour ago, I was informed that there's actually more than 10,000 applicants. So that's really, really amazing. So it actually shows that the demand for this type of educational efforts and the demand and the eagerness for people to wanted to learn, which is really, really good to see. So this 8-week program focuses on rebuilding the financial systems on the blockchain. And in this case, it's a Binance Smart Chain. So this is a very specially geared program towards the Binance Smart Chain, what I usually just call BSC. Yeah, I mean, with this, the Binance team wants to show you a multitude of career options in the crypto and blockchain space and beyond trading. This is, in their words, careers off the charts. So you can, if you pun intended, I guess. Binance continues to build a core facets in the blockchain system, bringing new services and financial opportunities to people all around the world. So yeah, with that, Binance's mission has always been to try to increase the freedom of money all around the world. And we want to do that by becoming one of the many infrastructure services providers in this space. And we want to grow this community hand in hand with you. And Africa is a really, really important segment in our mission. So we're very committed to Africa, and we want to continue to push out these programs in Africa and other regions. So I'm very happy to announce that today Binance is allocating $1 million US specifically for African developers launching their projects on Binance Smart Chain. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope all of you guys study hard, work hard, stay safe, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you so much, Susie. Thank you so much, Susie. That's amazing. $1 million for developers building on Binance Smart Chain in Africa. Thank you so much for that amazing speech. Thank you. Okay, great. So we can move on right ahead. Right now, I think one of the first things is just to set some ground rules in the house. As you know, for those of you that have attended our master classes before, you know that the chat box is used for general communications. And then if you have specific questions you want to ask to specific speakers, you just use the Q&A box to do that. And also, I think I've already talked about the giveaway. Just to reiterate, we have a giveaway going on. There's a form being shared. All those that fill the form before 4:30 Nigerian time, and 5 o'clock and 5:30 South African time, would get rewarded. We'll do a raffle draw at the end of this event, and each will give about $10 to 20 people that would fill the form. So we'll do a live raffle draw for that. So everyone gets to, at least 20 people will get to go home with at least $10 each. So just to move on to the first speaker for this evening, we have no other person but Chuta Chimeze. He is the founder of the Blockchain Nigeria user group, and also the founder and CEO of Blockchain Dev 1000 initiative in Nigeria. And with great joy, let's make welcome Chuta Chimeze on the stage.
Okay, thanks everyone. Thanks everyone that showed up today and other people that are still coming. I really appreciate your time. I really appreciate the privilege and opportunity to share my thoughts on this all important subject, because 2 years ago, we started out on our initiative at Blockchain Nigeria as a group to train up 1,000 blockchain developers, at least 1,000 blockchain skilled developers, not necessarily developers, but at least blockchain skilled career men and women. And we had a very fantastic response, because, you know, if we are going to keep pushing blockchain adoption, then we will need to have the right people, we need to have the right tools, and you have to also have the right platforms where we can train and educate people as much as possible. It's obvious that we have a dearth or a shortage of blockchain developers in the ecosystem. I have a slide that I want to share right away, and I'm going to share the slide. Just 1 minute. Boss, please, can I have the option to be able to share my slide, because
yes, you can.
I can't find the share button for the slide. Okay. I'm good, don't worry, I found it. So, share. Okay, so if you can see my slide, please, can you just indicate on the chat so I'll be sure that I'm getting the feedback. Okay, so I want to be sure that you guys are seeing this slide.
Yeah.
Babs, is it shared?
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right, so I first of all want to start that by saying that blockchain technology is a huge enabler and is a huge disruptive tool in the emerging decentralized future. We that are living in Africa, we are completely acquainted with all the merits of challenges that are, bedeviling our continent. How, even though Africa is a very rich nation, okay, because of mismanagement and misunderstanding among the constituent units of the continent, we've not been able to harness the opportunities, especially the natural resources that were given to us. So it's very, very clear and obvious that Africa is not poor, okay? we are not poor in any way. We have all the resources, both manpower and natural resources. We have them in abundance. But where we find ourselves today is a sad situation for everyone that understands what is going on in Africa. So Africa's most valuable asset is not even in its crude oil or in its natural results. Our most valuable assets are actually in the lives of the citizens of Africa, who, through the harnessing of our labor and our power, will be able to, collectively produce a most powerful economic force that will raise our GDP without any single external aid. So blockchain provides us an opportunity more than any other technology to harness our powers and our resources across Africa and be able to stand tall and sit in the Committee of Nations. Now, blockchain technology has the potentials of lifting us. I've already said that. And the root cause of our problem is that which blockchain traditionally has come to deal with. Our problems stem from the fact that we don't trust one another. We don't trust ourselves. We don't trust our government. We don't trust our business associates, our institutions. But blockchain technology offers the solutions to that lack of trust. It gives us the opportunity to have transparency, the opportunity to have immutability. That's when we put a record, we are sure that nobody is going to go there in the night to obliterate it or change the figures. Blockchain gives us the opportunity to have verifiability. In other words, wherever I am, I'll be able to verify that my friend or my business associate or my representative has done what he said that he will do without necessarily being trouble with visiting that place. So verifiable is a very key issue when it comes to dealing with human relations. Then security again, okay? Because without security, every other thing that we're doing is balderdash. Again, we also have decentralization because of the fact that most of our infrastructure are centralized. They can always and easily be manipulated. Blockchain in its root provides a direct solution to that type of cabalism that plugs most of African countries. So we have decentralization right in the root of the blockchain contribution to the solution. The next thing going for us in Africa is our huge youth population. We have a very active youth population all around Africa. An average age of an African is between 19 to 20 years. I mean, if you consider what happened in Nigeria late last year during the NSAS protest, you will know that Africa is highly, highly endowed with a youthful population, far more than other countries, other parts of the world where you have, especially in places like Germany and Japan, you have 46 to 47 in terms of their average population. We are endowed, but unfortunately, nothing much is being done to harness that opportunity. Many years have gone and passed, and African youths have been turned into beasts of burden, bearing the burdens of the mismanagement of the governments and the older generations who have failed to take care of the things that they are supposed to take care of to stop the youth from being beasts of burden. But blockchain technology is here, and it offers us an opportunity to drop the burden. Drop the burden. We don't need to bear the burdens of mismanagement of our governments anymore. It's our opportunity to tap into this technology and begin to use this technology to drive the future that we all are well deserving of. Now, Africa lacks infrastructure. That's what everybody knows. But that's a huge opportunity for us. At least this 1% of us across Africa that have the understanding of blockchain and crypto asset technology, we are standing before a very huge opportunity, because this is one time that lack of legacy system has become an advantage. It has become a huge opportunity for every one of us. There is an urgent need to rebuild those failed infrastructures and those systems that didn't even work. We have an opportunity to rebuild them with blockchain technology. And that's why we need the required skills. We need the required opportunities. We need the required platforms to be able to achieve those things. Now, before I go into the core of my presentation, which is careers in blockchain, let's understand that the potentials that we have with this technology is beyond what humanity have ever seen before. Blockchain types of jobs, this kind of industry has come to stay. Nothing is going to change it again. We are seeing a new type of industry where people can stay wherever they are and they're able to earn like any other person and be able to receive their payments as at when due in whichever choice currency that they desire. If you want to be paid in Bitcoin, you get your fund in Bitcoin. You want to be paid in Ethereum, you get a payment in Bitcoin, Ethereum. Any currency of your choice, you are able to stay at the comfort of your location and do that job. As far as you deliver your value, you get paid. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. I mean, the young people that are yet to embrace this technology are missing out. But then let's consider this 1% where we are fortunate to belong, to have that task of also bringing in more of the youthful population into this tech. It's not just about trading, like CZ mentioned when he was speaking. It's not just about trading. Trading is not the only career that is available for us in this industry. Technology is a tool. It is an enabler. We will need to use it to build anything that we want. So African youths must embrace blockchain technology, because that is actually the way to embrace freedom. Freedom from economic mismanagement by our leaders, freedom from lack of infrastructure that will make us have the things that we want to have. I mean, absolute freedom comes from this tech. Once you get yourself inside it, you understand that you are truly free. The advantages are enormous. You can earn on a global scale. You have global income standard. I mean, I have been privileged to work in a P2P crypto Bitcoin company. And I was earning global standard in my salary monthly. I mean, it's only blockchain that could make it possible. Staying in Nigeria and you're working in a global company and you're owning big salary. You're in control of your future, because I mean, for once, you can earn your money and your money goes straight into your wallet, and no government agent or no government agency can put its phalanges on your wallet without your compromise. You'll be in control of your own wealth. When you earn $100, it's your own $100. Nobody is going to force you to put it in your local currency. You can put it in a currency that has advantage of moving forward. Last year, 2020, Nigeria currency lost about 35% of its value. Everyone holding it lost 35% of the value of that currency. But here in this industry, you earn this money, you control its power and its purchasing power. Okay, so your currency is in an appreciative currency. Your earnings in an appreciative currency. So you're in control of your wealth and you are able to fulfill your dreams. Okay, so these are some of the advantages that you need to consider. So beyond being a blockchain developer, there are many other career pathways that exist for non-technical persons. You can be more. I've heard a lot of people who, in the course of launching our Blockchain Dev 1000 initiative, they were asking, "Oh, I'm not good at coding. I don't know anything about programming. I'm not even a techie. How can I get involved?" Look, there are so much opportunities available for you, even if you are not going to take the blockchain developer career path. I'm going to show them to you as quickly as possible. When we started out on our initiative, Blockchain Dev 1000, our Blockchain Nigeria user group, we put out a form, a Google form with which we collated and gathered interest. We had a whopping 651 registrants for the course from Nigeria alone within the first 3 months that we put out there. And that shows the amount of interest that people have for this particular type of knowledge. We have several of them who do not have computer knowledge or programming skills, but they indicated a huge lot of interest in pursuing a pathway to programming. Of course, we started out with platforms where we were able to expose them to the basics of the web. Now, the basics of the web are HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. As far as the World Wide Web is concerned, as far as we're still going to be sitting down before a browser, these traditional programming languages, these basic programming languages of HTML, JavaScript, and CSS will continue to be relevant, and they will continue to play roles, significant role in anything that will be displayed on a browser, on anybody's system, whether it's a mobile phone or a standalone system, a laptop, whatever device it is. As far as it's going to have to display on a browser, HTML, JavaScript, and CSS will continue to be relevant. And that's the beginning of your journey, if that is the direction that you want to look. If you want to go into blockchain development, you can't just jump in and begin to write smart contracts. No, it doesn't work that way. You got to, first of all, give yourself the fundamentals. I know that the Binance training is not going to be focusing on HTML, JavaScript, and CSS, but this program is going to run different editions. So even if you are not getting into the developer edition at this very particular time, prepare yourself for the next cohort, because the next cohort will be an opportunity for you if you have already gathered enough experience with these basics and fundamentals of web technology. So apart from the fact that blockchain adds an immutable layer of trust to the web, every other thing is basically the same as with the web that we all know about. In fact, most of the times when you are using decentralized applications, you don't even know whether they are blockchains or not, except probably you are being prompted by a JavaScript palette to ask you to probably sign in your account. So basically, it is still HTML, JavaScript, and CSS. So get on with that basic foundation. And that's where everyone first started. Now, how big is this blockchain technology industry itself? Of course, it's the fastest growing industry in the world as far as career is concerned. I see no other industry that is growing or competing with blockchain technology. I mean, far ahead, artificial intelligence, far ahead, big data, far ahead, Internet of Things. Blockchain technology is moving at the fastest speed. And that is the industry that the demand for skill sets is highest. If you Google, if you just go to CoinMarketCap, you'll see that the cryptocurrency market cap alone is over $1 trillion. And that's huge amount of money in an industry, $1 trillion, in an industry that less than 1% of humans in the world are even aware of what is going on there. So it provides a huge opportunity for you to enter early. Okay, so billions of dollars also flowing in from VCs into different kinds of blockchain projects. Everywhere you turn, every organization that is in this space has a lot of money earmarked for blockchain developers. You had CZ, he had already earmarked $1 million for training blockchain-based skills that will work and build on top of Binance Smart Chain. And that is just one company. Even though Binance is the leading crypto exchange in the world, it shows you that there are so much opportunity that exists for every other project. Every project has allocations. Funds allocated for developers. So all it requires is for you to just get yourself ready and get involved in this market. The global blockchain market itself is expected to grow to about $2 billion, from $2 billion to about $39 billion by 2025. I'm sure we will even hit this size faster than this prediction. Okay, so It's a huge industry, is a huge opportunity. The monies are there. So it is not an industry that is waiting for anything. The party is already running. The train has already left the station. So jump on it as quickly as you can, because this is your opportunity. So who are the people hiring currently? Different industries are hiring blockchain skills. Whether it has to do with manufacturing, auto companies, shipping companies, logistic companies, all kinds of industries, because blockchain technology has a potential to disrupt virtually every single industry that we know of. So they are all hiring big time. Governments are also hiring. Governments need to understand what is going on in the space. In fact, in some jurisdictions, governments are already deploying blockchain projects, managing identities with blockchain projects, managing, in fact, some countries are even issuing their own digital currencies. And there will be so much opportunity to open up for governments to absorb a lot more of the skills that are required from the blockchain technology space. Then, of course, startups, people who are building new solutions, new companies who are building new solutions or redefining the solutions that exist before. I mean, blockchain gives you opportunity to recreate existing services with better tools. So a lot of startups are looking at existing legacy systems and they are rebuilding them quickly. Then you have tech companies, all kinds of tech companies are getting into blockchain and they want to make sure that they remain relevant. I mean, if you're a tech company and you are building a product that is already fading away, how relevant are you going to be in the next 10 years? So many of such companies are hiring. So there is a mad rush for these few developer talents that exist. Then you also have the legacy organizations. I mean, those who we choose or who are looking forward to disrupt with the technology. Many of them are not sleeping. So many of them are putting together some kind of a change process that will enable them to transit into the next phase as long as this technology is concerned. So everyone is looking for skills. And you are here today listening. It's an opportunity for you to start today. So I have a tip here. The demand for people with skills in blockchain is very high. So due to it, you know, fields of application, it's looking to hire those who have these skills, skill set to navigate this new technology. So there are few skilled people. So the very few ones that are being, you know, rushed and bombarded with demand. You know, being a founder and coordinator of Blockchain Technology, we have a whole lot of people who come every now and then and they're asking for, please, we need a developer who can work on this. We need a smart contract developer. Many times we keep on sending out our guys and, you know, sending them people and making the enlistments for them. And it's never enough. It's never enough. Now, let's look at the job roles that are the hottest. Let's look at the job roles that are the hottest. We have typical blockchain developers. These are the guys who are building the infrastructure of blockchains. They are in high demand. We have the solutions architects. Solutions architects are programmers and developers who they don't necessarily write the codes, but they understand the process and procedures, the skill sets, how to design a system. These are the solutions architects. They are in high demand. Then project managers. These are people who also have good understanding of blockchain development and programming, and they're able to manage the entire skill sets that are working on a project to manage that project to its successful completion. So you also have the UX designers. Whatever you do at the blockchain level is nothing beautiful to look at. It's the UX designers that will be able to give us both the good look, the good experience that we need to have when we're navigating a blockchain project. These guys are in high demand. Then you have the quality engineers, those who, ensure standardization, those who ensure that things are done properly and corners are not caught. And they are the ones who also will be able to define the security standards that project should be able to follow to gain the acceptance that it requires. Then we need legal consultants. Of course, we live in an organized world, an organized system, so we need constantly people who have the legal understanding of what blockchain technology is. What are the challenges? What are the policies? Are they complying with the standards that have been set forth by the different jurisdictions where they operate in? How do we mitigate challenges that come out if you deploy a project and something goes south? Okay, so you need legal consultants. So if you're a lawyer and you are not yet looking in this direction, you better do so. A couple of years ago, I did an article where I explained why lawyers have to be involved and have deeper understanding of blockchain technology. Then we have forensic experts. These are guys who are able to follow the trail of transactions. Okay, remember that wherever there is a lot of money involved, people that have ulterior motive and ulterior intentions are likely to be there. So in other words, while we're building whatever we're building and we're hoping that everybody likes what we're building, we're also not, ignorant of the fact that there are adversarial elements, people who might want to harm us or harm our system or damage what we're doing or in any way create confusion in what we are doing. Okay, so we have, these are the hottest skill sets that exist. But then that doesn't mean that you don't have a fitting, you have a fitting. So these are non-technical, we have non-technical roles that are also in high demand. We have accountants. Traditional accountants will not fit in here. Traditional accountants will need to grab quality knowledge and understanding of blockchain technology, how it works. You have public relation experts. You need quality relation experts that need to work with teams to be able to put out the right word for their project so that their project will get the right attention. It's a very competitive industry already, but that's what is expected there. Yeah, we also need digital marketing executive, people who understand digital marketing, the digital marketing environment, content creators, people who will be able to project projects and give it the right positioning that it requires. We also have crypto journalists. They're also in high demand because no matter what you do, you need the media. You need the media. You need some people who understand this technology to be able to write appropriately, use the right terms, have the in-depth understanding of the industry and be able to communicate it properly to the world. A few months ago, we wanted to have a special seminar for journalists. And the essence is basically to make sure that they know how to report crypto-based content. So it's a skill that is highly in demand. So we need ICO and IEO advisor. ICO means initial coin offering. IEO means initial exchange offering. So we need advisors. How do you know that you have planned your tokenomics very well? I mean, how do you know that your tokenomics is in line with what your intention is? Are you sure you're issuing the right token? What's the difference between a security token and a utility token? Have you done your due diligence? Do you know whether you are compliant? Do you know what the regions of the world where you're going to be selling your token, what are their rules? What are the regulations? Now, this is a skill that is also in high demand because ICOs and IEO gives startups and teams opportunity to raise funding for their projects in a crowdfunding environment. They don't need to run to a bank or begin to run after one VC or the other to raise funding. They could raise the funding for their project through IEOs or ICOs. But those ICOs and ITOs have to comply with certain standards and jurisdictional requirements in the places where they want to operate. You also need data analysts and, of course, crypto asset consultants who will help in the clear understanding of your project. Now, how much are they paying right now? They're paying big time. I mean, a senior blockchain developer earns between $120,000 to $175,000 per annum. I mean, that's top notch. Intermediate developers, I mean, you have started working on a project, you have an experience on project, you can deliver on a few projects, maybe with minimal supervision. They're already earning between $75,000 and $120,000. For junior developers, I mean, you have just finished your blockchain development training and you have passed through some kind of mentoring and maybe some internship, and now you are ready to begin to work with a blockchain developer teams. Men, your salary ranges between $36,000 to $60,000 per annum. I mean, if you don't mind, you could just use your calculator and press the conversion rate to your local currency. Okay, so what does it give you? It gives you better pay, remote flexibility. That means you can work from where you are. You don't need to like, oh, are they going to give me a visa to go to US or Canada or to go to Japan or Australia? No, you can work for these companies from your remote location. Okay, then employee liquidity. I mean, there is enough in the bag. Okay, there's enough waiting for you as you are coming there. There's a lot of employees waiting to absorb you. Just do this training. There are so many people waiting to take on a new skilled man who can deliver on the job. Now, how can you get your own share? It's very easy. You get trained like this developer program that is starting today. Get trained. After training, you get certification because people need to know that you know that there's an attestation that proves that what you're claiming that you know, at least you passed a basic test that you know it. So that's what certification does. Then you need to keep constantly abreast with developments in the industry. This industry moves at the speed of light. So you need to be constantly updated. If there are new tools, you need to know about them. If there are new technologies, you need to know about them. If there are new solutions, you need to know about them. You shouldn't drag. You should be on top of the game. You need to understand what is going on in the industry part-time if you want to get a job. Then you need to fall in love with blockchain and crypto. I mean, there's no division. There's no division. I mean, you can't say I like crypto, I don't like blockchain, or you can't say I like blockchain, I don't like crypto. It doesn't work that way. If you like us, then you will like our dog. All right. So fall in love with blockchain and crypto. It's as easy as that. It's fantastic if you find yourself in love with blockchain and crypto. Then join a very vibrant blockchain community like BNUG, because when you join communities, they help you to no man is an island. They help you to understand that there are so many sides of this coin. So you learn from people who know better than you. You learn from people who don't even know as much as you know, but there are certain things that they don't know, that they know that you even don't know. They open your eyes. They help you understand what the ecosystem looks like. They help you to understand where you can begin at a point. Even if you don't want to work, if you don't want to have like an employment and all that, you can freelance. I mean, a lot of guys who are working on Gitcoin, for instance, they're making a lot of money. Let me tell you a story about one of my friends that I gave a job opportunity to work on a project at Gitcoin. As at the time I gave him that job 2 months ago, our negotiation was for him to be paid $6,000 in Ethereum. So in order to get the project listed as an issue for him to work on, so we put in 12.76 ETH, which was equivalent to $6,000. Now, the guy is just completing this job, and the value of that money is now $17,204. I mean, what type of job can someone get that he has a salary that is defined as 6,000, but after 2 months, the 6,000 becomes 17,000. I mean, only blockchain can deliver such an opportunity to you. Now, I'm beginning to round up because I'm standing very well about my timing, and I don't want to dive into someone's else time. Now, where do you start from? Let's say you're starting from ground zero. Where do you want to start from? You can go from zero to full stack hero. Here is the pathway. Like I said earlier, the web fundamentals will never change, at least not, I don't know what it's going to happen in the next 50 years or in the next 100 years, probably something else is going to, but as long as we are still in this current system, web will still remain HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. That's where you begin from. That is the fundamental place where you need to begin from. Begin to study. In the previous video, in one of the slides, I put out a link to a very free website where anybody can learn HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. That's SolarLearn. You can go to solarlearn.com, SolarLearn, and you can start your journey there. It's free. One thing I like about SolarLearn is that their platform is designed for mobile users. So you can actually use your phone, your Android phone, to learn HTML, JavaScript, and CSS right on this website, SolarLearn. It's free, absolutely free. And you get a certificate after completion of each of the courses. You can use your phone, your ordinary Android phone that you're using to play around. You can use it to start your journey. You don't need to say, I don't have any laptop, I don't have phone that is big. No, the basic Android phone will be able to help you to start up on these web fundamentals, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. From there, you can now move, because still on SolarLearn, you can learn Python, you can learn C++, you can learn Java there. I'm not aware whether there is a program for Rust or TypeScript, but you can get some back-end knowledge. There's PHP, there is Java, there's Python on SolarLearn, and you can do all that learning right on your phone. You don't need to own a laptop to begin. At some point, you will need a laptop, yes, but you don't need a laptop to begin. So the next thing, you look at front end. Front end talks about, as we're looking at this screen right now, this is front end design. Whatever is going on at the back that is enabling Zoom to display this thing to you is back end. But whatever you're seeing in front, how it's displayed, the user experience and all that falls under front end. So you need to get some specialized skills like React skills, JavaScript skills, okay? Node.js and Docker, they work together. So you need to spend some time on that to fine-tune your skill set that you got from CSS and JavaScript to make you really a front-end designer. Then from there, you can migrate and become a smart contract developer and start writing smart contracts for companies and for projects. And you get yourself into the specific languages for writing the smart contracts for the platform that you want to work on. The truth of the matter is that if you have this background experience already, then learning Solidity shouldn't be or wouldn't be a difficult thing for you, because Solidity is just a little bit of JavaScript. So it's like a JavaScript-like kind of programming language. So you can easily hit the ground running with that. Okay, so I'm going to give an opportunity with a few minutes that I have to take a few questions from you. And that question will be from where I'm going to be rounding up. I'm displaying right now for you about the links for Blockchain Nigeria as a group. We have a functional Telegram group. Join us on Telegram and join our developer program. Most of you that are coming from our Blockchain, the 1000 initiative, once you're done with Binance, we have so many other blockchain projects that the teams are also ready to bring you into. So I need to get your questions at this moment.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Shooter. You really hit the nail on the head today. As we all know, there are so many things from what Shooter has said that you could literally do in the blockchain ecosystem. There is so much demand for human resource in whatever your skill is, whether you're a content developer, you could actually play in this ecosystem. It is very important that you key into this. And one of the things that want to just do now, as Shooter has hinted, is just take a few questions that you have concerning how you can plug in, whether as whatever profession you're in. Just if you have questions, the way we're going to do it, we're going to take live questions. Okay. While questions are being answered on the Q&A box, we're going to just take live questions from the audience. So if you have a question you would like to ask, just raise your hand on your app, and then we would see you and pick one person. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of people raising their hands now. So let me pick um, Emmanuel Ayodele. Emmanuel Ayodele. So I am allowing you to talk. So you can unmute yourself and just ask your question in 20 seconds. Emmanuel, you can speak. Okay, Emmanuel is not available. So Samuel Chidozie. Samuel Chidozie. Are you there? You can unmute yourself now. Samuel Chidozie, just click on the unmute button on the app. Okay. So if you're ready to speak, just hint us on the chat box, and then we'll just use the chat box to select the people that we would be selecting. So if you have a question, okay, I see Olabi says he wants to speak. So Olabi, yeah, just go ahead and just ask the question. Keep it as short as possible.
Yes, good evening, Mr. Shooter. Thank you so much for the exposition. You have really done a great deal for choosing us to this committee. So my question is very short. Talking about certifications, where can we get the certification from? That's just my short question.
Okay, Shooter, do you want to jump on that?
I didn't hear him at all.
Okay, so he was asking, how do we get certifications in blockchain, maybe fundamentals of blockchain and the rest. Okay, so while Chuta is fixing his network, the quick answer to that question is that we have a lot of organizations in playing within the crypto space that run educational programs, and they could issue certificate of participation, right? They can't particularly certify you as an expert, right? Because there is no regulatory body to say this is an expert, but what you can get is a certificate of participation that can show that you attended a particular program. Take, for instance, our Binance masterclasses. We give certificates of participation after attendance. Even this program, after the 8 weeks course, okay, all the developers that would finish the course would receive certificates issued on the Binance Smart Chain. So your certificates will actually be on the blockchain that anybody can verify that this was actually issued to you by the Binance team. Okay. So as I said, the certificates are certificates of participation, not necessarily certificates from the government or any regulatory body, but it still serves for the purpose you need it to serve. Okay, just imagine you tell someone that you're certified by Binance. That's a big deal, actually. So yeah, Chuta, that was the question he asked.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. Typically, there are instructor-based programs, and after the instructor-based programs, then they issue certificates.
Yeah.
Blockchain technology, except a few universities that you can get those courses, like the University of Nicosia at Cyprus, that issue institutional certificates. Otherwise, short courses normally test you and they'll issue a certificate at the end of the course.
Yeah, awesome. So we'll take one more question and then we'll move to the next session. From let's just see if you have a question. I see who do we pick? Ifine. So I see Ifine. Just 1 second. Ifine. So Ifine, I'm allowing you to speak now. Ifine Uwadegu. You can unmute yourself and ask your question.
My question is it which will be more better, being a trader?
If I speak louder, please.
You need to your mic.
My question is, which is more better, being a trader of the crypto world or being a developer? Because these two things I really don't quite understand yet. What is more better? Is it being a trader or being a developer?
Yeah, the choice is yours, because you know the type of person you are. Trading is not for everybody in the same way that blockchain development is not for everybody. So you look at yourself, what skill do you already have? If you have the skills that can make you become a blockchain developer, you pursue it. But if you don't have that skill and you are comfortable trading and you know that you have the right temperament, you have the right psychology, you have the right understanding of financial markets, and you want to get into trading, then also you need to also get trained for it. Getting involved in trading does not mean you just go and start. Each of these things, they require their own trainings, and never you get into any of them without getting adequately trained.
Thank you, sir.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so very much, Mr. Chuta, for that amazing session. So right on, we'll be moving straight to the next session. Can we all hear me? Can we see me? Just 1 second. Okay. If you can hear me, just comment on the chats. And if you can see me as well, just comment on the chat as well. Okay, great. So we are moving right on to the next session. And we've just quickly looked at the fact that you could literally do almost everything you're doing right now outside the cryptocurrency world within the ecosystem, meaning you can do all your profession inside cryptocurrency. So now we want to go further into the other part of this event, where we'll talk more about what the Binance Smart Chain is, because I'm sure from what you've heard today, you heard CZ give a grant of $1 million to African developers that are building on Binance Smart Chain. So I'm sure a lot of you already have questions on, okay, what is Binance Smart Chain? And how can I build on it? How can I take advantage of it? That's why we are moving to the next session, where we have the coordinator of Binance Smart Chain, nobody but Xiangao, XG, as I like to call him, to speak to us more about the Binance Smart Chain and how you can take advantage of it. Thank you very much. Over to you, XG.
Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, very well.
Perfect. Yeah, thanks for your introduction. Actually, I'm very excited to have this conversation with all of you, and also, Chatu's session is really also demonstrates the diverse of these different roles in this industry, right? Because for me, actually, I worked in the in this industry, right, from financial service technology to the blockchain technology, and now I'm working as the coordinator of the Binance Smart Chain, ecosystem, right? So I think absolutely in the blockchain you have a lot of different opportunity. So today, I think, I really want to take this opportunity to share some of the Binance Smart Chain. What is the Binance Smart Chain, right? Especially, hopefully some of you already have a chance to try other blockchain, for example, Ethereum, or other Cosmos, or, Polkadot, right? Different blockchain there. What is Binance blockchain? Why Binance want to introduce another blockchain? And also, as CZ mentioned, $1 million US dollars funds. How can we leverage this this 1 million accelerator funds, right? Because we already have more than close to 20 projects already sponsored by these funds globally. So what's a specific mechanism on it? I want to explain that as well. And also Binance Smart Chain already be there, actually the mainnet of the Binance Chain is started from the last year, September. After close to like 4 to 5 months, we have some progress there. We have some insights of the technology and also the ecosystem right now. I also share some of our latest, ecosystem and community. Then it can let you know, what kind of the any kind of the different ideas can have opportunity in the Binance Smart Chain as well. And also, how I want to highlight some of the trends, right? And some of the possibility, especially, in this kind of industry, hopefully can inspire more innovation there. But before that one, and also I want to share some data, right? Before the detailed introduction. So actually, and you may not aware, Nigeria or African is already be the top five users in the Binance Smart Chain. I'm quite surprised, to be honest. And but actually, it's also quite natural because in the Binance, Nigeria is also the top users there, right? So I think in the Africa, you already have a lot of the fundamental usages there in the crypto or blockchain. It would be great, and you jump into this very exciting world. So the first one, right? What is the Binance blockchain? Binance Smart Chain, right? So Binance Smart Chain actually is fully Ethereum compatible. What does it mean? It means all the Ethereum like development tools, including the language solidity, right? All of the different language or different tools, development tools or infrastructures, you can leverage it. You can leverage it, or you can port from Ethereum to the Binance Smart Chain almost seamlessly, because we see a lot of the projects are really doing this one right now. And later I will also highlight that one as well. And some of you maybe tried the Ethereum. The performance of the or the gas fee, right, is very high in the in the Ethereum. But for the Binance Smart Chain, it's quite cheap, and also the performance is very high. The underlying technology is based on the proof of the stake authority. I do not go that deeper, but just remember this one is like something like, it's quite close to the next generation of Ethereum POS technology as well. So this is the Binance Smart Chain, right? So it's no big different from Ethereum, and that's why it get a lot of the attentions for the business for a lot of developers. But why we build these kind of the similar different blockchains, as there are so many different chains already, right? So because we have this kind of new idea to make sure we have a better performance and high performance, and also the gas fees benefits there. We're not only for that, right? We want to build like a cross-chain financial infrastructure to enable Internet of the Value. What does that mean? So Binance Smart Chain is not like isolated chain. So we want to connect it to the different chains through our infrastructure to bridge Ethereum, Polkadot, or other blockchain, right? So from all the different layers, from the assets, from the data, and also business logic. So assets means all the assets, whether they are from the Binance Smart Chain or originated from other blockchain, they can bridge in each other, right? They can transfer from other chain to the Binance Smart Chain or vice versa. And the Binance Smart Chain, we're also playing as a bridge to the different blockchain, but also to the central CeFi as well. So later I also highlight a little bit for that part. So this is our vision. That's also why we build the Binance Smart Chain, under this blockchain ecosystem right now. So to make sure Binance Smart Chain can really move quickly and start that, whether you are the trader or developer, right? You need to have crypto and all the assets can try in the Binance Smart Chain. So a lot of the blockchain tokens or assets, right? So they are not natively created or innovated from the Binance Smart Chain directly, but we do have this Binance token canal program to make sure the different tokens can move to the Binance Smart Chain or vice versa. As I mentioned in the previous page, that's one of the critical infrastructure to make sure we can connect the different blockchain there. So far, we already have more than, actually this data is out of the date. We already have like 600 million high quality assets already can transfer or connected to other blockchain. You can transfer to other blockchain. For example, you can transfer your USDT from Ethereum to the Binance Smart Chain, or other mainstream tokens from BTC to the Binance Smart Chain as well. So all of these infrastructure are there. So with this kind of infrastructure, then you can build a fundamental ecosystem on top of that. So what kind of the ecosystem you can build? Actually, in the past one had close to like 4 or 5 months, right? So we already defined, you can see a lot of different projects are coming right now. And some of you may be already familiar with the DeFi landscape. Some of you may not, right? Just quickly introduction. So if you are a developer, you absolutely need to have some infrastructure to make sure you can develop, have a very easily development environment, right? To help you to develop your applications. So Chatu already mentioned some of the front end technology, right? You need to develop there. You also need to have like Solidity or smart contracts for your blockchain business logic. So we have our partner, Chain IDE. Later, Chain IDE CU, we also introduced that platform as well, right? So provide the better development environment to make sure you can easily develop the blockchain applications. And you also need to have a wallets or other infrastructure to make sure you can connect to the Binance Smart Chain as well. So with this infrastructure, you can focus very quite comfortable, right, to your business logic. And one of the people just asked, right, whether you need to have to be a developer or a trader. Actually, if you are trying to build a DeFi project, you may have to understand both, not only the technology but also the financial technology as well, because you may build the lending, right? For example, here we have a lot of the different lending projects here. Yeah, we have different lending projects here, like Venice from different company, right? We have Venice, Fortube, or Cream, different lending here. We also have a lot of different trading or like decentralized exchange platforms there. For example, we have Pancake Bakery and this kind of the exchange here, right? That's something like Binance trading, spot trading in this blockchain, right? So you also have like derivatives, right? For future, for the options, for the prediction market, all of these multiple types of the DeFi related ecosystem. So if you are comfortable for this direction, you not only can learn the development tools, but also you need to learn the financial technologies, financial knowledges as well, because you typically need to consider, right? So the technology requirements and also financial requirements, and also their security as well. And besides the DeFi, right? So a lot of people also playing, build a more like gaming or NFT, non-fungible token applications in these in the blockchain as well. So some of you maybe already hear like can you hear me? It looks on mute a little bit.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, so we do have these different DeFi in our platform right now. Oh, sorry, NFT and gaming right now. So some of them are from the traditional gaming, and some of them are really blockchain gaming, right? So you can, if you are interested in these areas, you can always try that one as well. So this is something, just the landscape there. And with that, with this kind of the fundamental infrastructure or ecosystem, we already get like close to 1 million. If you go to our Binance Blockchain Explorer, you can see that number. And our transaction is also very high, and it's quite close. Our peak time can reach like 70% of the Ethereum already. It's very exciting blockchain right now. And another important part is, our gas fee on the Binance Smart Chain, right? It's super, super cheap. It's only like 5 cents there. So that's pretty much like, Binance Smart Chain. What is Binance Smart Chain? Why? It's a good experience there in the Binance Smart Chain. And it's not like something like everything is from scratch. You already have a very good foundation, right, to build your ecosystem there. And as CZ just announced $1 million US, right, accelerator funds, how can we provide the support for here, right? So we will provide, starting from the grants, hackathon, and education as today's masterclass, right, to help for that. And after the masterclass, we were also quite happy to let you know, right? So we will have a hackathon after this masterclass as well, because after you practice, I hope you feel very exciting to jump in, right? To build your first decentralized application and try that one and even build your business, hopefully. And this is just the beginning, right? So with that, you can also get a lot of benefits from our community promotion, and you get a developer incentive. If your application really can outstanding in this ecosystem in our community, our accelerator funds can support you to help you to even like review your, for example, your business model, token economics, and make sure you can have a better, to accelerate your user growth, right? So these accelerator funds can help you. So we absolutely set up a lot of the different programs, and have a different round of this kind of exercise already. We're very exciting to work with our African colleagues and work with you for these areas as well. So yeah, this is something like accelerator funds we can support, right? But at the same time, we also see a lot of trends in the Binance Smart Chains right now. Hopefully with this information and the next page's information can give you a little bit of hints and where you can go and how you can, build your innovation idea in the 2021. So the first one I want to highlight is algorithm. So DeFi, the beauty of the blockchain is they are decentralized. Everything is happening in the blockchain. They have this transparency. So algorithm is very, very important. So if you go to have a chance to hear the most famous Uniswap, right? The core of the Uniswap is only have like 500 lines of code. It's unbelievable, right? With these 500 lines of codes, they already can satisfy more than 2 billion like liquidity, right? 2 billion US trading volumes every day. That's unbelievable achievements. So innovation on this algorithm is a key, right? So hopefully you have some backgrounds on the computer science and have these kind of the innovations there. And at the same time, the good part for that is we have this different DeFi applications already. And we can see a lot of people try to aggregate them or even composite them to have a better innovation idea or different new ideas there. For example, one of our partners from African is XDen, right? XDen.finance. They worked with a different lending protocol in the Binance Smart Chain, try to build their own business. It's quite interesting, and it can help a lot for the community as well. And we also see a lot of the cross-chain and multiple chains deployments there, right? So some of the protocol already deployed in the Ethereum or other blockchain you may interested in. So it's also a good opportunity. You can port them or you can try in the Binance Smart Chain quite easily. And another part is if you have a chance to try any DeFi, you will see that a lot of DeFi application, they may only have like 100 and 1,000 users, right? And you need to have a better way to attract them and make sure they can stick to you. And we always can find the community, the gamification or community driven approach like community token can help them and to get more attention, right? To get more like frequent use there. And another part, the next two parts, synthetics and institutional DeFi, we think is absolutely the key themes for the 2021. And so, for example, recently you can see in the Binance Smart Chain, we just announced the partnership with the Mirror protocol, right? They can really mirror the real world assets like US stock, synthetic US stock, Tesla, Amazon, Google, all of these different kind of the US stock to the Binance Smart Chain. You can trade there. And we can provide the comprehensive institutional services there, right? So if you are from the institution, this is a huge opportunity in the blockchain as well. And we are absolutely need more infrastructure to satisfy not only the blockchain infrastructure needs, but also the localization needs as well, right? From the cross-chain, from the regional support, right? All of these different areas, you can support that. So I think that's something I just want to highlight for this session, and we are really looking forward. You can have a chance to participate in Binance Smart Chain, and just one call for action is we have like a bull market special events now, and hopefully you can jump into the Binance Smart Chain, Binance.org, right? You can get that one, and you can try there. Yeah. I think that's all for my session, and I want to leave some time for any question you want to ask.
Okay, thank you so much, XG. Let's look at the questions. So just in case you missed it, one of the important things that I just noticed XG highlighted was that we are going to have a Binance Hackathon for Africa. You know, that's going to be really loud, guys. Let's just look at the chat. If you want to ask XG a question, just go ahead and just, you know, comment on the chat box, and I will just, you know, highlight your speaker. We'll just take 2 questions very quickly, and we will just move to the next session. Any questions? Okay, I see Robert Auger. Robert, yes. So Robert, you can speak now. Just, you know, in 20 seconds, just ask your question.
Yeah, hi, Robert. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, fine. So hypothetically speaking, right? If you already have a smart contract in the making, you already have your smart contract. It's already listed on Trust Wallet. So how do you get that integrated with the BSC? That's all I need to know. Thank you.
So yeah, if you already have a smart contract, that means you already have a DApp there, right? So just go to the Binance Smart Chain, deploy your DApp or deploy your smart contract. And just for information, right? So the Trust Wallet already fully integrated with the Binance Smart Chain as well. So yeah, I think, you know, deploy that one, you can enjoy immediately.
Awesome, meaning you can directly deploy that same app on Binance Smart Chain.
On
Amazing.
Binance Smart Chain. And also Trust Wallet, you can try that one immediately. Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much. So let's just take one more question. I'm looking at the chats very well. So I'm seeing Dayo Olaogun. So I'm allowing Dayo speak. So Dayo, you have the floor. 20 seconds, please.
Good evening, everyone.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
ZG, thank you very much. I really enjoy your presentation. My question here is that blockchain technology has really impacted the society positively. But I want to know, the blockchain technology we are talking about today, can it exist independent of the banking system? That is my question. Thank you very much.
Sorry, independent on what system?
Independent of banking system, because if you make money, for example, if you're a trader and you traded on any platform and you make money and you want to cash out your profit, you still need to get that money to your bank, through your bank system. So what my question now is that, is it possible for blockchain technology to exist without banking system? Thank you.
So So I think this question is quite, I would say it's a very good question because it's really demonstrate the longer term vision, right, for the blockchain as well, because the blockchain vision is it's not just a blockchain, right, but also Binance want to get like freedom of money, right? So that's the longer term vision there. And however, whether it can like replace the banking system, I think it's still like a long way to go, right? Because give some example, right? So in the Binance Smart Chain, there are a lot of the different protocol try to build the infrastructure to, to like either provide the similar components as the traditional banking system, like lending, like even like for example, of the payments, all of these different platform or the apps there. But you still need for example, you still need to go to your location, right? So you still need to have a like field access there. And so far still, I think we need to have a better way to make sure all these different services in the traditional banking service, right, can move to the Binance blockchain firstly, and also make sure this composition of this Binance of these different service can satisfy all the financial requirements there. This is one, right? The second one is how eventually the different country, right, can have a better regulatory or regulations on top of that. So I believe all the country, all the different regions have their own, consideration there. I hope when the time is there, the technology is there, it will eventually go to that direction.
Awesome. Thank you so much, XG, for that fantastic presentation. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, so just to move on very quickly, before we move to the next session, just some house rules. We noticed, first of all, that a lot of people are sharing links on the chat. As much as possible, the admins are kicking out a lot of people just to make sure that the group doesn't get flooded with a lot of unnecessary messages. So just bear with us. Focus on the messages from the admin. You will recognize the admins once they send the message, and just take information directly from here. Okay. So first of all, the giveaway links has been closed. So we already have the number of people that we will be doing the raffle draw for. So stay tuned for that session because 20 people will be winning $10 each in that particular session. And then I see a lot of people asking a bunch of questions about how do we get started and how do we jump on this. So I have good news for you. The first news I have for you is that we have someone here that is going to walk you through how to get started with becoming a blockchain developer. And then the second thing is that we've also created a group, on Telegram that I'm going to share right now. So watch out for my message on the chat. 1 second. So I just shared the message on the chat. So this Telegram group is a group where we'll be, taking a lot of questions that you have on, joining the course. Already we've onboarded the first batch of over 500 people from the 10,000 applications that we had. Okay, so we've onboarded over 500 people onto the Discord server where we'll be having the 8 weeks long class. All the breakdown of the classes will be shared with the people that are in those classes. Okay, but rest assured, it's going to be really flexible. Okay, then the most important thing is that the link there, the link to the Telegram channel, look at it very well. Don't allow anyone to send any other link that is not that link. Look for Emmanuel's messages and click on the link. You will join the Telegram group. In that room, we would now send a form where I would do a walkthrough after this session. But the most important thing is this: join the group to get more information. And then now we'll be hearing from one of the best developers in the space. He's the CEO of White Matrix, and this guy he does a lot for the industry. So wasting no further time, let's just make welcome Wuzia as he talks to us about how we can become blockchain developers and how we can take advantage of the tools and the first steps we need to take. Thank you very much. You have the floor.
Hello. Thank you, Bob. So I assume that you all can see the PowerPoint. So yeah. Hello everyone from math class. My name is Wu Xiao. You can also call me Ling. And you can also call me Ling, which is my developer name in the GitHub. I'm the CEO of White Matrix. It is a great honor to have this online lecture with all our African friends. Today, my topic is decentralizing the world, blockchain and smart contract development. First, I'm highly thankful to both Binance Masterclass and Binance Smart Chain team for inviting me to teach this course. My colleagues and I have taught many blockchain courses at all levels ranging. We hope we can provide a solid program that can help all the students get into the decentralized world. Let me introduce myself. As you already know, my name is Wu Xiao. I'm currently the director of Yangtze River Blockchain International Innovation Center and the CEO of White Matrix. I received my master and bachelor degrees from University of Alberta in 2015 and 2013, respectively. I'm still interested in doing some research in blockchain area. In 2019, I collaborated with Dr. Wei Cai, and our manuscript has been accepted to top-ranked conference, IEEE InfoComm. In 2020, I also won the first prize of China Blockchain Development Contest. I was invited to give public lectures and seminars to many universities, such as the Chinese University of Hong Kong, Shenzhen, University of Alberta, Peking universities in the last 3 years. In the end, I'm also a coder, a dApp designer since 2018. I create several dApps, and I'm experienced in designing smart contracts. So let me introduce White Matrix. White Matrix is a technology company specialized in research and development of blockchain middleware technology and global developer ecosystem. Our product is ChainID. ChainID is a cloud-based integrity development environment that can help the development of smart contract. It is the first multi-chain ID that supports blockchain ecosystem, such as Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain. Operational in more than 100 countries, ChainID has compiled more than 3.5 million contracts and stands as one of the leading cloud-based ID platforms in the crypto space. We will use ChainID later in the course to help you design your first decentralized application. Let's go back to the program. Under the theme review, we will separate the whole program into 8 sections, which is 1 section per week. In week 1, I will introduce blockchain, technology, innovation, and thinking. Our friend Xiao Guang from Binance Smart Chain will take care of the second week's workshop. In the third week, our CTO Shui will teach all the students how to start dApp development with ChainID. And in week 4, 5, 6, 7, director from White Matrix Ecosystem Department, Yilei, will teach you step by step and help you build your own dApp in this course. In week 8, we will have a DeFi case study and panel to share the successful experience in building DeFi. In the end, we will also have a demo show, which will pick 5 best projects from masterclass for a demo. Next, I will give a brief talk on some pre-knowledge on blockchain and dApps. The first concept I want to show you is smart contract. A smart contract is a computer program executed in a secure environment that directly controls digital assets. The first blockchain system largely supports smart contract is Ethereum. Now, many other blockchains also agree on the innovation and support this technology, such as Binance Smart Chain. You can treat it as a piece of function code deployed on the blockchain. Anyone can call the function with certain input and get a certain output. Because of the nature of blockchain, smart contract is a program where you write a standard logic rule that is immutable. When you write a standard logic that is immutable, it will automatically execute it when some specific conditions are matched. The next thing I want to talk about is dApp. dApp is really a hot topic in the last 2 years. Usually, a decentralized application's core logic is based on smart contract. We are much more familiar with application in the contemporary society. Apps nowadays is kind of basic unit, provide services in the internet network. dApp is like the same thing, but created in the decentralized world. dApps can provide services in many areas, such as games, DEX, lending platforms, stable coins, crypto arts, and so on. Let me show you an example. So for example, CryptoKitties is one of the most popular dApps as a blockchain game on Ethereum. It is developed by Canadian studio Axiom Zen that allow players to purchase, collect, breed, and sell virtual cats. It is one of the earliest attempts to deploy blockchain technologies for recreation and leisure. This game is very popular in December 2017, and it's congested the whole Ethereum network. We also see projects in decentralized finance and the non-fungible tokens area are really hot in 2020. It is so fantastic because we see blockchain native innovations are being popular last year. For example, Uniswap is a leading DeFi project that use smart contract to do automated transactions. And the first up is the programmable crypto artwork that the owner can change the state of the image through smart contract. We love to help more developers create innovative dApps in the masterclass course. And yep, that's it for today. Thank you for your time. Also, hope to see you in the following class. If you have any questions, I'm willing to answer.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Lynn. We are just going to take maybe 2 questions. Is that fine? Just 2 questions from the audience live so that we can, thank you. Great. So if you have a question, just let us know. I see Roots. So yeah, Roots, let's have you ask your question. Roots Adebola.
Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Yeah,
my question goes to us. So far, I've heard of, thank you all for sharing your knowledge. I noticed you said something, you gave out the outline of how the classes, the whole advanced class is going to go.
Yep.
Now, my question is, and from what I've heard so far, it's like, I don't get the, I think the question is more for him, not for Wuxao. I don't get how I'm supposed to join the other classes. That's the part I haven't gotten. How I'm supposed to be admitted to this class, to the other classes.
Oh, okay, great. So that's probably I'm just gonna take this one. So that's probably one of the easiest thing we've done. I mentioned earlier that we've onboarded the first batch. So if you applied for this event and you filled the form, what you want to do now is to check your email. We sent an email to over 2,000 people for the first batch because we had to increase our target from 1,000 to get as many people as possible that meet certain criteria. So if you are lucky enough, check your email, you would see an invite to a Discord server there. Now, if you didn't get an email, then you want to join the Telegram group that has been created so that you can ask questions and get all the support you need to get in on the class. Now, the way it works is very simple. Every week, the facilitator will provide all the resources that you need to study for that week, and then on a particular day during the week, probably on the weekend, you would have maybe a 2 or 3 hour session with the facilitator to go through and take questions on all what has been taught, what has been read for that week. So it's basically just the same way an online, education course would work. So I hope that answers your question, Ruth.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you. So yeah, we'll just take one more question. If you have a question, again, you can just, ask on the group. Yeah, so I see Pambana. Let me just see how I can unmute you really fast. Pambana, just get ready. Great. So I'm allowing you to talk now. Yes, you can unmute yourself and speak.
Hello?
Okay, seems this fellow is available, so we'll just go with the next person. Let's see, Shegun Ogundare. Shegun Gundari, I'm pulling you up now. Yes, so Shegun, you are allowed to, sorry. Shegun Gundari, you are allowed to speak now. Shegun, are you there? You can speak now. Unmute yourself and speak, please.
Yeah, I've done
so
that.
Shegun,
Do you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
Yes.
My question is, as far as the class is concerned, for the period of time, what are the targets and what are we expecting to have as a knowledge at the end of this program, like going on this meeting? That's my question.
Okay, so I think your connection is a bit bad. So we didn't get that question. Probably just write it down for us, and then we'll take that question, or join the Telegram group as well. So yeah, we can just move on to the next things we have to do. Is that fine?
Sure. Yeah.
Great. Thank you very much, Wu.
Hi. Bye.
Yeah. Bye. Great. Okay, so very quickly, we are almost at the end for this opening ceremony. As you've heard from all the speakers, this is the opening ceremony to launch the 8 weeks program. You've heard some very key announcements. CZ came in earlier and announced a grant of $1 million, a fund of $1 million to African developers that are building on Binance Smart Chain to just support them and also encourage that innovation going on in Africa. Okay, and then secondly, we heard XG tell us about a Binance Africa Hackathon that is going to be holding later this year. So if you get to learn about blockchain development through this class, that's going to help you compete in that hackathon as well. And on the hackathon, to get more information on the hackathon and how it will go, join the Telegram group that the admins are sharing on the chats here on Zoom and also on YouTube, so that you are able to join there and ask as many questions as possible. But if you want to get into the class itself, because the class is not happening on Telegram, the class is happening on Discord. So to get the Discord link, you have to be qualified. And to be qualified, it means you have to fill that form. Now, if you already filled that form before, it's a Google form where you're asked about your blockchain level of knowledge, right? And your GitHub account and a few other questions. Now, if you filled that form before, check your mail right now. You probably got an invite to join the course, but you haven't clicked on that link. So when you see the invite to join the course, fantastic, it means you've been admitted. Click on the link and join immediately. If you haven't gotten the invite to join the course, what you want to do right now is to go straight to your chat box and click on the link to join the Telegram group. And on the Telegram group, you have another opportunity to join the course. Now, the Telegram group will close tomorrow midnight. Okay, so all the activities in the Telegram group will close tomorrow midnight, meaning you want to join right now. You want to fill the form immediately so that you can join the class, because right now we have over 500 people already in the class waiting for the rest of you to come in so it can fully kick off. Okay, the first class will be happening on the 6th of February, which is on Saturday, and it's really going to be amazing. All the classes will not be streamed. Okay, so only this opening ceremony will be streamed. The remaining classes will happen in separate groups and separate tools that the facilitator will be using to train the people. So this is going to be the best in class masterclass to learn how to build, that is open and free for anyone to attend. You don't have to be an expert developer. With just basic knowledge of HTML, CSS, you can actually get in. Even if you have no knowledge at all, if you are willing and you have the drive to push this, you can actually still do it. Okay, so it's very important that you join that Telegram group right now and get into that course. Okay, so without wasting much time, we have the last aspect for this opening ceremony, where we'll be giving 20 people that filled the form, 20 people that came early enough and got a chance to fill the form. We'll be giving them $10 each, and it will happen live on this call. So I have my colleague with me, Brenton, who will be joining to make that process happen. So you'll be doing a live draw. Brenton, are you ready for us?
Absolutely, absolutely, Babs.
Awesome. Awesome. So while Benton is sharing the screen and getting ready, we want to just appreciate every facilitator for being a part of this training. Want to appreciate all the communities, BNUG, CBAN, Blockchain Dev 1000, Chain ID, all the communities, Dev Center, all the communities that have made this happen for us. And it's really one of the things we really want to kick off the year with. So I'm going to hand over now to Brenton as he gives 20 people $10 each. I'm sure a lot of people are already excited about this. They're calling Brenton the giveaway guy. So Brenton, over to you.
Thank you so much, Bob. So again, thank you so much for everyone who joined us today. I think the knowledge that you've gotten far outweighs any prizes that we can give you. But in saying that, it's still always fun to win something, right? So we had a massive 1,085 entries in just the 20 minutes that the form was opened. So I know everyone wants to know who won. So instead of me going on, let's get straight to our first winner. Always makes you feel like you're in a game show, doesn't it? Okay. So following Akinloye, well done. You are our first winner. Unfortunately, you can't win again. Our second winner is, well done. So like I said, we've got to remove you, unfortunately. Our third winner, guys, I hope you're crossing your fingers there at home. Well done, Dare. And winner number 4, we're almost a quarter in. Well done, well done. Number 5. Well done. Let's go number 6. So our 6th lucky winner, let's go for lucky number 7. We're approaching halfway. Well done to our 7th lucky winner, number 8. Number 8, Ayopami, well done. Now let's go for number 9. Well done to Rufus. So while we hit the halfway mark, I just want to remind everybody that in our Binance communities, we always have a number of giveaways, merchandise. So make sure that you are a part of every single one of your local communities. And our winner who is marking halfway is Prey Tubu. Well done. Great. Let's go for lucky number 11. Remember, we've still got 10 winners to go, so there's still a very good chance. Up. Zulkan Orion, well done. Great. Number 12. Number 12 is Akani. Well done, Akani. 13. We're almost there. Just a few more winners to go. Chande, well done. Okay, number 14. Almost 3/4. And it is Alexander Pluto. Well done. Now let's go for number 15. Great, Wisdom. You definitely showed some wisdom entering the competition. Great, so we're down to our last 5. Number 16 is Pompey. Well done. Number 17. So we're almost done with our lucky winners for today, but it still could be you. Make sure you've got your fingers crossed. 17. Oyewale, well done. And now we've got our last 3 winners. Ooh, it looks like our board is doing something. Mike Owino. Well done. And we've got our last 2. Oh, Leon. Well done. Well done. And our final winner for today. Our final winner is going to be Adini. Well done. So well done to our 20 lucky winners. Just a heads up, those rewards will be distributed directly to your Binance account. And it generally takes about a week or so. So just keep an eye out for that. And thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations to all our winners. Bubs, back to you.
Thank you so much, Brenton. And I think we've come to the end of the opening ceremony. And once again, we just want to appreciate all the members of the team on board. I'd just like us to turn on our cameras if you're there, just to wave goodbye to the entire house. We still have a lot of people online. This is nearly 2 hours, so we are actually on time. So we have Emmanuel. Emmanuel, just say hi. We have Brenton, we have Ben, we have Iris. Wu is still on. Thank you. And then Jeff is in the house as well. So we want to appreciate everyone for joining us for this opening ceremony. It's going to be a long 8 weeks ahead. It's going to take a lot of commitment from every single one of you able to complete these courses, this course, and get your certificate on the Binance Smart Chain, and also get to also compete during the hackathon coming up. And if possible, also get a grant from the $1 million that CZ earlier announced. So we want to appreciate every one of you again, and then we'll just say bye for now. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.